Anybody else would like to? Anybody else would like to make introductions? Always nice to remember people that way. Hi.
My name is Soumya Gupta. I am working in Aspiring Mind as a customer support executive, and I'm looking for this role, and I want to know about this role. I'm very excited for this role, so I just want to know about this role, how to
Nice.
how to deal with business and management B2C. Like I want to know about that on.
Nice. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think overall lead generation is an interesting space, and it's very technical in nature. Most colleges don't teach it. There are no formal sales programs, so that's what Ritvik is going to touch upon in detail today, guys. But and this is just the first part of our series of learning opportunities. Every week you get community access to different learning programs and coaching sessions. So yeah, keep keep a lookout on your WhatsApp.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Great, Ritvik. I think we are good to go. Guys, one small hygiene item that from this program we are looking to select a group of people who will get exclusive access to one-on-one coaches. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for people who are interacting, asking intelligent questions, sharing insights. Right? Remember, you are all aspiring to be salespeople, and to be good salespeople, you should be able to communicate. You should have the confidence to step up when nobody else is stepping up. So when we ask questions, don't hesitate to jump in. There are two benefits of jumping in and having a discussion. One, you get to ask a question and learn about something, so don't be shy. And B, our team of people who are on the group are on the lookout for passionate people, confident people, and we will reach out to you separately one-on-one and unlock more coaching opportunities. You could be having an interaction with the director of a really big firm or a CEO of another firm on a one-on-one session if we see that you are interacting well here. So please, class participation is sought after and going to be rewarded. So don't hesitate to jump in and have a discussion whenever it asks. Ritvik, all yours, man. Go for it.
Thanks, Pratap. And once again, thank you everybody for joining. We have got a good crowd here. So this is what we are doing right now. We are this workshop on how to generate high quality B2B leads is done as a part of the STEP program. What STEP? STEP is Sales Talent Enhancement Program that we are doing in collaboration with UNICEF and YOA. You all would know what UNICEF is. UNICEF is a UN body, and YOA is an entity by UNICEF with whom we have entered into a collaboration to conduct such learning sessions for people like you. So I typically like setting up the agenda beforehand and telling people what they're going to expect in the next 60 minutes. So this is what the agenda is like. We'll have a brief introduction about lead generation. We'll understand what an ICP is. We'll understand how databases can be built, how databases should be cleaned, and how email marketing campaigns can be run. And in between, we will have some Q&A sessions also where I will request one or two of you to come in and jump in with your questions. So this is what we are going to do. Let's start.
So one hygiene item, Ritvik, sorry, guys, when Ritvik will be asking all of you questions, you can put the responses in the chat group, right? You can respond to the chat group, and when we see a response in the chat group, we will then invite you to the podium to talk about it. And that's where we are keeping track. The more you message in the chat group, the more inputs you give, the more questions you ask, it will help us to direct the session better and we'll be able to interact. So please make sure you're dropping your lines in the chat box, please. Thanks.
Great, thank you. And can I request everybody to go on mute, please? Dipanshu, you can go ahead and mute people if you need to. Thanks.
Some nice background music though,
man. Thanks. So what's lead generation? Lead generation is broadly divided into two parts. One is inbound, the other is outbound. What does inbound mean? Inbound means that the customer is trying to find you. The customer is looking for a product. The customer is already facing a problem. He or she is looking for a product and they are searching on the internet for solutions. That's when a paid ad from you can come up. A social media ad or a Google ad can come up. If your content marketing is right, then you can You can come in through your SEO, search engine optimization, which means that in the top 10 organic results which you see on the internet, your name can crop up. What's email opt-in? Email opt-in, when you're running a content marketing program, you're sending emailers to people, and companies or clients are subscribing to your email list. But that's not what we are going to talk about right now. We are primarily going to talk about outbound. How do you find people? There are two broad methods, email outreach and cold calling. But before this, a lot of work is done. So why outbound and why not inbound? Primarily, inbound lead generation is expensive. If you're an early stage startup, if you want to get your first 10, 20 or 50 consumers, then you cannot spend right away on inbound ads, because that will increase your budget, your expenses will go through the roof, and that's when you need to find your customers and get the first initial batch of customers in place. So what's the primary objective of B2B lead generation? Karna kyun hai? The primary objective is to generate opportunities for sales team to close more accounts. Now, what are opportunities? Opportunities are leads that have got a clear interest to purchase your product and are fitting into your customer profile. Now, there can be multiple people who are interested in your product, but then this kind of a setup, an opportunity will be a person who's directly fitting into your customer profile. And that's the primary objective of lead generation, to generate more and more opportunities. So the first step, सबसे पहले क्या करना है? Imagine you're starting, somebody has told you that you need to start with B2B lead generation right now. What do? Do you launch an email marketing campaign straight away? Do you start purchasing databases from here and there? Phone lagaya, database kharida? No, that's not what you do. You first start with defining your ICP, ideal customer profile. Now, what's an ideal customer profile? ICP is that perfect match. Everybody wants a perfect match, right? That perfect customer who's most likely to buy your product and for whom you can generate a 5-star experience. Now, even at Flywheel, there are 100 types of companies we can cater to. But it's not that we can generate a top-class experience for each one of them. So that's where, when we started, we also defined some clear parameters to figure out who our ICP is going to be. And just like that, there is no specific formula which can tell you who your ICP is. Every company or product has got a different ICP. So in your case, you should be thinking about different parameters using which you can define the ideal customer profile. Let's take an example. Now, Delivery is a huge company right now. It's been around for 10 years. It's been doing a lot of business. But when Delivery started, it's not that they went to all companies and told them that we will help you in sending shipments from point A to point B. And this is just hypothetical, but they could have created an ideal customer profile like this. What are these points? For example, orders per month, minimum 500, maximum 1000. Any company which is processing more than 1000 orders in a month, maybe Delivery would have not catered to them because they did not have the capacity. Size of shipment, some range of shipment size, anything big or small than that, maybe they've got troubles in transporting them. Delivery location, maybe only metro cities and satellite towns, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, and a few towns here and there. Maximum distance from nearest airport, 100 kilometers. So these are certain parameters using which you need to qualify your leads, your prospects, and then decide that these are the companies that you want to target. So the first step is you define these parameters and create a persona for your ideal customer profile. Quick pit stop for questions. Anybody? Any questions? Any questions on ICP or why do we do outbound lead generation?
My question is ICP. Actually,
Yes.
if I am represent, I am represent to in front of customers.
Mhm.
So I find the profile of customer. This he and she is interested in the project and all that things. But मैटर इज दैट वो भी तो इंटरेस्टेड होने चाहिए ना कि हाँ उन्हें कैसे हम इंटरेस्ट जनरेट करें इस चीज में, क्योंकि इनबाउंड में क्या होता है जब सामने से कस्टमर कॉल करता है इट मींस शी एंड ही इज इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट प्रोजेक्ट. पर प्रॉब्लम इज दैट अगर हम किसी को इधर से कर रहे हैं आउटबाउंड में, तो इन इंडिया कल्चर यू नो समटाइम्स द इंडियन पर्सन इज लाइक अब्यूजिंग first of all, and secondly, if they interested, So they think for time taking. So that's why how to generate interest
देखिए
in the
देखिए
person.
इसमें there are two things. Intent is a completely different problem. Intent आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा बात करके कि कस्टमर का इंटेंट है कि नहीं, लेकिन वहां पे भी you have to make sure that you are talking to the right customer. There
Okay.
also एक कस्टमर तो हो गया जिसका इंटेंट नहीं है, दूसरा कस्टमर ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि उसका इंटेंट है बट यू कैनॉट सर्व हिम और हर, राइट? यू कैनॉट सर्व एवरीबडी, आप हर किसी को तो नहीं कर सकते. तो पहला स्टेप है आप चेक करो कि वो कस्टमर सर्व करने लायक भी है कि नहीं, या आप उसके लायक हैं कि नहीं. उसके बाद इंटेंट कैसे सॉल्व करना है वो तो एक बहुत ही बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, पूरी दुनिया उसको सॉल्व कर रही है और वो इट्स लाइक अ कांस्टेंट आइटरेटिव प्रोसेस. ऐसा नहीं है कि डे 1 पे सॉल्व हो जाएगा, बट पहली चीज है आपको चेक करना है कि आप सही कस्टमर से बात कर रहे हो कि नहीं, एंड दैट सही कस्टमर इज ओनली कॉल्ड आईसीपी, आइडियल कस्टमर प्रोफाइल.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Great. We'll also come back in the end if there are any more questions. But what do you do after you create an ideal customer profile? You have understood that these are the customers you should be talking to. That's when you start with the next step, which we call BYOD. And BYOB तो यहाँ पे काफी लोगों ने सुना होगा, but there's a slightly different process which we call build your own database. Now, if you're starting lead generation or email marketing, you'll always hear, or if you type on Google, that there's a lot of data which is available at multiple sources. Data for HR heads, sales heads, and even people such as Ratan Tata and Mukesh Ambani's email IDs are sold. What's the problem then? Most of these email IDs are fake. These email IDs are incorrect. And a common mistake that most people make is that they spend tons of money on buying data. They run email campaigns, but they generate zero opportunities. Why? Because in a lot of cases, the email IDs, the mail sent to the email IDs in this database would bounce. क्या रिजल्ट होगा? आपका बॉस आपके ऊपर इस तरह से चिल्ला रहा होगा, आपने इतना डेटा खरीदा, आपने इतने लोगों के ऊपर कैंपेन रन किया, पैसे खर्च हुए, बट अपॉर्चुनिटीज कुछ भी जनरेट नहीं हुई. And that's a trap in which we don't want you to fall. Now, it's not that buying database is incorrect. You can always buy database, but what you should also realize is that there's no one size fit all database, which means that there is no tailor-made data that you will get for your purpose, and you will have to create your own database. So how do you do that? You should first identify where does your ideal customer profile hang out. Now, for example, if you're selling industrial products, then a lot of small scale businesses can be found on IndiaMart or Justdial. In a lot of cases, websites such as fundudata.com, ZoomInfo, etc., I've got a lot of data with them. If you're selling IT services to international clients, ZoomInfo will have a lot of data. Apart from this, you can even generate your own database. We'll show you how that can be done. So there is a two-step process there. The first step is to collect, where you collect data from multiple resources. Next, you qualify them. Qualify कैसे करेंगे? Using ICP parameters जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किया था. For example, delivery के 4 पैरामीटर थे, हमने कंपनीज के नाम कलेक्ट किए, फंडू डेटा से, ज़ूम इन्फो से, हर एक के बारे में थोड़ा रिसर्च किया, and then we decided that whether these companies fall in the ICP category or not. If they do that, we move them ahead for launching a campaign. If they don't, we archive them. We say Tata bye bye. हम आपसे बाद में बात करेंगे. Very simple step, but very important. This will make sure that instead of reaching out to 100 people, you reach out to 20 people, but your accuracy is higher.
Hey Ritik, can we just bring in Vanshika into the discussion? She had a very good suggestion on the chat group where she said
Sure.
for BYOD, we do have many unpaid sites to verify targeted emails. So Vanshika, thanks for sharing that. Do you want to quickly share names of a few of these sites and how do you use them?
Please.
Yeah, actually there are quite a few, but what I have, seen is a Zero Bounce. They only
Right.
allow some, for a month, maybe you can use it for maybe 10 accounts. There is Zero Bounce, there is Apollo.io, which I have also used. This is basically if you refer someone, and it is quite relevant. It's very reliable resource. And then, so there are quite a few. You can easily search free email verifiers, and then you get a lot of lot of them, and but I understand that the subscription there is just for 5 or 10 emails, but for initially, you can build a good data with that.
Definitely. And just wait for 3 slides. We'll be talking about exactly what you said right now with some more context. So thank you for bringing it up,
Fantastic.
Vanshika.
Thanks,
That's
Vanshika.
something that we'll be talking about very soon.
Great.
So what is self-generated data? In a lot of cases, you will have some aspirational companies in your list that you want to target, and they don't need qualification. For example, let's say you are a company that's selling healthcare products, and you are looking for a company for B2B clients who aggregate healthcare services, and one of them is Pristine. So you already know Pristine Healthcare is there. You don't need to verify, you don't need to qualify them. They are already a part of your ICP. What do? How do you find the right customer there? So the first step is you collect that data. वो हमने जैसे पहले किया था वैसे ही किया. Second step is we go to LinkedIn and map their decision makers. You have to identify who will be the person who will decide that this product should be purchased or not. And there are multiple tools for that. You can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator and send them emails, or you can go to apollo.io and find out their email IDs. Another step, you can go to Lusha. Lusha is also an expensive tool, but Lusha almost has a 70% accuracy in giving you phone numbers of people. I'll show you a quick demo right away. So Lusha actually comes with a Chrome extension like this. This is my own LinkedIn profile. I go to the profile, I click on Lusha here. You can see there's an option of showing contact. So Lusha is already telling me that they can extract these 2 phone numbers out and these 2 email IDs out from my LinkedIn profile. I click on show contact. Boom. I get phone numbers and email IDs copied, added to my calling list, given it to my inside sales agent, after which he can start calling or emailing that person. Again, it's a pretty expensive tool, but then you can always keep it for your select accounts whom you want to reach out to. Just a second. Sorry, just a second.
I'm so sorry to interrupt in between. Can I ask something?
Please. Sure,
Yeah.
sure, go ahead.
So this is what just now you shown is LinkedIn Navigator plus Lusha. So you have purchased both of them?
No, it's independent of Sales Navigator. I don't have Sales Navigator. I just have a free account of Lusha.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So Lusha will give you 10 leads per month. In case you want more leads, you'll have to purchase, I think it's $100 for 70 leads or something, but the accuracy is pretty high.
All right, thank you.
Great. Now you've got all these details. You're very tempted to launch the campaign, right? But that's where you need to take another step back. And I'll just go back to what Vanshika had been talking about. You need to clean up your database before you start launching campaigns. Why? Because if you start your campaigns with wrong email IDs, there's a high chance of your emails bouncing. And generally, if your bounce rate is more than 2%, your domain will get flagged. Domain flag होने से क्या होगा? हम यहाँ पहुँच जाएंगे. Spam. And we all know spam में क्या होता है. We all have this folder in our inboxes which we never look at. You will keep emailing and you will keep wondering why you're not getting responses, but that's where you're landing. And that's why before launching any campaign, you need to clean up your database. How do you eliminate email bounce to greater than 1%? Upload all your contacts to email verification platforms before launching any outreach. There are a number of them. Never Bounce is there. I think Vanshika already mentioned Zero Bounce. Bounceify is there. Clear Out is there. All of them have got different pricing. You can try them out. बहुत के पास कुछ free भी होता है. You can use them and make sure that your email database is clean before you launch any campaigns.
Ritvik, we were using hunter.io at CloudSphere. So that also had a very good verification rate, that it was showing around 80 to 90% of the correct.
So there are some email automation platforms which already have this inbuilt. For example, I also use Sales Handy. So Sales Handy के अंदर there's an inbuilt feature to verify email IDs before you launch a campaign. Yes, there's an extra price for that, but then I don't need to use Never Bounce, Bounceify, or Clear Out for that. It's very easy. With one click, I can verify email IDs, and then filter the junk out. Any more questions, anybody? Tarun, Vanshika, and Kushali have been talking. Anybody else? Any questions?
So any insights, guys, please feel free to share from your experience, any tool, any insights that you, any cool hacks that you do to, drive, to deliver results. Please feel free to share them.
Ritvik?
Yes, Tarun.
Actually, according to my understanding, when we are looking for the buyers, so what happens that when there is an inbound inquiry, so we get active buyers who are really looking. But actually, when we are trying to do the outbound, then like chances are that in 90% of the cases, the buyers will be passive buyers. So
Definitely.
yeah, so what do you think that like what is the like, is it better to get the outbound, or it is better that we run any campaigns and then we get the interest that we get active buyers to us?
Inbound is always better because as you rightly said, the buyers are active, their intent is higher, but there are two challenges there. One is, to achieve a strong inbound flow, you need to spend a lot of money. You need to spend money on purchasing Google ads, social media ads. You need to have your content marketing engine right up. Blogs hone chahiye, articles hone chahiye, emailers hone chahiye. It's a pretty complex problem in itself. And secondly, it takes a lot of time for that engine to set in. Content marketing engine, pehle baar mein set hone mein, you will take months. So now, agar immediate pressure hai that you want to generate some business here, then you can't wait for your content marketing engine to be ready, right? And ads ko bhi master karna is not easy. Like Facebook ads, where you'll get a lot of impressions, you'll get a lot of likes, but lead nahi aayenge. Unko target karna, unko improve karna, it takes a lot of time and money. So that's where outbound lead generation is a good hack. A lot of SaaS companies are using that actively, and it's yielding results. People are understanding that if you do it the smarter way, then you can actually get a lot of results. And especially with email marketing, email is one tool jisko har koi har roz kholta hai. You may not open Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn every day, but email to khologe hi na. So if you're doing email marketing properly, then you can land up in the inbox of the right people, and the person can look at your email the very same day. I hope that answers your question, Tarun.
Yeah, I understood.
Great.
Thank you.
Now again, हमने email database clean up कर दिया. Now we are very excited. We have to launch that campaign. But before that, there is another step, which is a slightly funny step. We call it warm up your domain. Now, why is domain warm up needed? Now, if you look at these tabs, अगर आप लोग Gmail use करते हैं, you would have seen these tabs in Gmail, right? Primary, social, promotions. Now, this is where you want to land, primary. But there are very high chances that you may land in social, promotions, or even spam. Even when you're starting, there are chances that you can land up in social and promotions, and then people will not read them. So what do you do in that case? First step, find FFF. FFF क्या है? Friends, family, and fools, and get their personal email ID. Why fools? Because उनको नहीं पता है कि अभी अगले कुछ दिन आप उनको मेल कर करके परेशान करेंगे. Find at least 25 to 30 such email IDs and send them emails. जिस ID से आपको campaign run करना है, उस email ID से आप उनको mail करो. And ask them to check where those emails are landing. If your emails are landing in either spam, social, or promotion, ask your friends to move them to the primary inbox. Mark them as not spam, mark them to social, mark them from social to primary, from promotions to primary, and request them to type and send a short reply. Example, I'm looking forward to the same. I'm interested in your product. Not auto replies. Why? Because Google tracks all this user behavior. Not just Google, any other email provider that is being used. They track user behavior. If they see that there are conversations not happening to this person's email ID, they will think, यार ये बस promotion हो रहा है, उसको कहीं और डाल दो. So you have to game the system. You have to outsmart Google there. It's very interesting that way. Then you keep repeating the whole exercise. Call करो लोग को, WhatsApp करो, बोलो कि mail आया, inbox में नहीं आया, spam में आया, तो उसको move कर दो. Social में आया, move कर दो. and then keep repeating this till you make sure that all these 25, 30 emails that you're sending, they land in primaries. Once you do that, then the chances of your campaign landing at the correct place is very high. Finally, everything is set. इतना काम हमने email marketing करने के पहले कर लिया. Everything is ready. That's when you now start launching your email campaign. In email marketing, there are three major metrics that you should be looking at. The first is delivery percent. The percentage of emails delivered, there your target should be 100%. And itna hum log clean up ye sab karenge, you will get there. Maybe there may be one or two emails which will get mixed. So there may be something, it may be 99.5%, but itne steps hum lenge, so we will get to 100% there. Second is open rate. What's open rate? The percentage of emails opened divided by delivered. What should you be targeting there? 30 to 40%. The industry average in most cases is 20 to 25%. And yes, don't be shocked, which means that 75 to 80% of the people you're writing to, they will not open your emails. But through different hacks and different tricks, you can take this number to 30 to 40%. Third is click-through rate. Now, every email that you send will have some call to action. What's call to action? A link such as fill up this form or sign up here, book a slot. How many people are clicking on that? That defines your click-through rate, which means percentage of emails clicked divided by delivered. That you should be targeting between 4 to 7%. The industry average is around 3 to 5%, but your target should be to take it to 6 or 7%. Now, करना कैसे? ये तो metrics हो गए. पहली चीज inputs. Correct email IDs as the primary input, which will make sure that your delivery percentage will be higher. Subject line will decide how much is your open rate. Content, what's there inside will decide what's the click-through rate like. कैसे? What are the best practices? To increase open rates, your subject line should generate curiosity. Now, example, when we run campaigns for clients who need to hire salespeople, then instead of writing something which is a little boring, such as flywheel, hire the best sales reps, we started using a tagline which said how an edtech firm hires sales reps every month using flywheel. So ये थोड़ा सा storytelling का format आ रहा है. There are certain power words here every month, which means that this is getting repeated. An edtech firm. Now somebody will think, which edtech firm is he talking about? मैं mail खोल तो लेता ही हूँ. पहला task है mail खुलवा तो लो, बाद में convince करेंगे. So your focus should be that through different combinations of subject lines, you decide how do you make a client open your email. B, how do you increase click-through rate? Your email content should be very short and crisp. Don't write long essays, especially in B2B. What is the structure that you follow? 4-point structure होता है. First, highlight the problem statement. Second, create value. Tell them what solution are you bringing on the table. Third, referencing. Talk about some other consumer who has bought your product. Finally, call to action. Call us on this number or send an email to this email ID for a query call. Have a single prominent call to action. बहुत सारे links नहीं डालने चाहिए email में. नहीं तो लोग यहाँ से वहाँ चले जाते हैं, confuse हो जाते हैं. एक link डालो. Especially in B2B, you should avoid images and keep the conversation personalized. Don't send hi all or hi customer. First name से address करना है, वो भी कैसे कर सकते हैं automatic तरीके से, we'll show you that. But the idea is you avoid images and send very boring looking emails. मेरे को अगर कोई B2B के लिए कोई flashy email image के साथ हीरो की फोटो बनी हुई आती है, then I don't look at them. लगता है यार ये तो हर किसी को भेज रहा है. Personal कोई भेज रहा है तो बताओ. And then you keep experimenting with different combinations of subject lines or content or campaign timing. What time are you sending these campaigns to increase your CTR and open range? And it's a constant process. It's not that day one पे set हो गया और आप उसी पर हो गए. वो एक point के बाद फिर गिरने लगेगा. It's an iterative process. You have to keep doing that. Finally, email sequencing, a very cool trick to make sure that your work is automated and more accurate. It's a form of drip marketing where automated follow-ups are sent to clients based on their actions. Now, what are actions? Not opening emails or not clicking on the links or not replying. You can create different content for each outreach. For example, if you see in this flow that I've created for myself, I have defined 5 different action items. The image is not clear, but I'll tell you what it is. It starts with not opened. किसी ने mail नहीं खोला. दूसरा हो गया opened only. Only opened that email but did not take any action. Third is opened and submitted. If I've put up a form there, then somebody will submit an entry. Finally, opened and replied. Finally, opened, submitted, and replied. Now, based on each of these action items, you can have a different flow. कि किसी ने open करके कुछ नहीं किया, उसको mail जा सकता है, hey, I see you opened my email, but you did not take any action. Am I bothering you? Or do you know somebody else is doing this? किसी ने open ही नहीं किया, उसको कुछ और mail भेजो. किसी ने open करके reply कर दिया, तो maybe you don't have to send that person an email. All this can be automated through different email automation tools, and your work will come down to 10-15%. Otherwise, if you're sending 100 emails every day, it's just impossible to track them and to understand कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए, किस client के साथ कैसे behave करना है. You can spend some time, define an automation algorithm, बहुत simple होता है, and then your work will get much easier. Finally, last thing, selecting the right email automation tool. Now, again, there is no one size fit all tool. Market में hundreds of tools हैं. A lot of CRMs such as HubSpot, Freshworks, Zoho, etc. have their own email automation tools built in. There are separate email automation tools also, such as Mailmodo. It's one of the best looking tools right now. It's got in-mail AMP options, जिसके through आप book कर सकते हैं. We use something called Sales Handy, but the question is आप लोग decide कैसे करोगे आपको क्या use करना है. उसका भी एक तरीका है. You make a list of all features that you need and classify them. For example, this is what I did when I had to decide. Email sequencing, imagery in email, up to 500 emails per day, name personalization, inbuilt email verification, sequencing in the same email thread. मतलब नया mail नहीं शुरू होना चाहिए. Reply करके जाते रहे. So I made a list of all these features. I put importance against each one of them, and then I started looking at different email automation platforms. Finally, when I saw Sales Handy, मेरे सारे must have में Sales Handy was yes. 2 जगह good to have में no था. जैसे sequencing break on click, कि अगर किसी ने click कर दिया तो that sequencing should break, or imagery in email. I said okay, I can do with that, and I bought Sales Handy. This is what I'm using. So it's not necessary that आप जब use करने जाओ अपनी company में तो आप भी Sales Handy use करो. But go through this process. Make a list of all the features that you need, classify them based on importance, and then decide which is the tool that you should be using. Last slide, a few red flags. सारी चीजें कर दी, but ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ बहुत smooth चलेगा. It's not a bed of roses. It's going to get disrupted. There will be speed breakers in your path. What are red flags that you should be looking for? Too many people suddenly unsubscribing. एक आपके सारे automation tool में एक unsubscribe का भी option होगा. If you see that a lot of people start unsubscribing, then you're targeting the wrong set of people. There is some problem in your database. You go back and check your database and understand कि क्या गड़बड़ हो रही है. Secondly, if your open rates are less than 5%, you've started landing in spam or in promotions or social. Stop all campaigns then and there. Warm up the domain for a few days till you come back to primary, and then start incrementally. 10 mail से start करो, then 20, 30, 50, and then take it to 100 or 150. CTRs are zero. बहुत होता है कि CTR पहले तो 4%, 5% चल रहा है, अचानक से zero हो गया. क्यों zero हो गया? आपका लिंक खराब हो गया होगा. Maybe आपने किसी बुकिंग का लिंक दिया, that link has stopped working. Stop, fix, reboot, and you'll come back to normal. So these are some red flags that you should always be looking at when you're running campaigns. And then, as long as you're maintaining the right metrics, you'll be in good shape.
Ritvik, just want to bring in Rishabh's question. It's relevant to your last slide. Rishabh is asking, can we track how much time customers spend engaged after opening an email? Rishabh, feel free to jump into the conversation. You had another interesting question before this. I'll just bring you in here.
Sure, Arpita.
Hey, Rishabh.
Hey, Ritvik, I think very insightful conversation so far. I have been enjoying it thoroughly. I had 2 queries. One, when you mentioned about warming up your portal or your email or the system, and you said that maybe those 25 customers if I'm repeating that entire exercise, should I do with the same 25 customers? If I have, say, instead of 25, I have 75 friends or that FFF, do I repeat with 25 one, then try another 25, then try another 25? Or should I be repeating with the same set of 25 customers?
So there is no fixed answer there. So far in our case, we have got a pool of people. जिस पे जब भी spam में जाने लगता है, we start repeating this and we come back to normal. But it's quite possible that in a month or two, even that stops happening, because then Google will track this. Then you'll have to change. So it's
Right,
a
so
very
I
hit
don't
and try
waste my,
process.
so basically I don't
you don't
waste my
you don't
connects
waste. Correct.
unnecessary.
You don't. Correct. छोटे छोटे
Second,
batches में करना.
when you spoke about different things which mailing tool can do, is there a tool which also track the time period for which the mail has been opened on someone's system? So, example, I have opened an email. Firstly, I read, I did not read, I left it unattended, whatever it could be. But is there a tool which also maps or measures that piece? That the email has been opened, I have not done anything.
So I have not come across that, but there's another interesting feature in Sales Handy, which gives me a live feed. Which I'll send you a screenshot of that separately, which shows me that okay, somebody has naam aa gaya jaise. Har Pratap Singh has opened your email right now. Har Pratap Singh has clicked on this link right now, 2 minutes back, 5 minutes back. So Sales Handy has this feature where it will give you a live feed.
So that gives me an option or a chance to interact with the customer live at that point of time. Maybe a bot can pop up somewhere.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So you can actually have a person who's sitting there and looking at that. That as soon as somebody has opened your email, that person can call the client and start talking.
I think that's a very interesting question, Rishabh. And we can bring in other people from this group. There are some really senior people here also with a lot of experience over 10 years of B2B lead gen. Guys, Rishabh has a question. Is there any tool by using which you can track how much time a customer spent engaged after opening an email? So if any of you have used any kind of tool, please bring in and share your learning from this. It will be really helpful. It's very important that, Ritik and I, we may not have all the answers, and we are happy to learn from you guys as well. So please feel free to share any insights here, guys. And honestly, if nobody has an answer, it's a problem worth investing research time in, which we will definitely take away. But I'm assuming nobody has an answer to this. So Ritik, I think this is something to take away and do some R&D on.
Definitely.
Maybe a session on this later. Thanks so much, Rishabh. Very insightful, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
There was another question. I think somebody was raising their hand. Tanveer, you wanted to ask a question?
Mr. Singh, Ritik had answered to my question later on, so that's why I lowered my hand. Thank you, Ritik.
Oh, fantastic. But you want to mention your points on chat so that you get all the CP points for this session. Don't lose. There's some awesome rewards coming, man.
No worries. See, Ritik has organized an amazing session. I'm looking forward to more of them. So I'm sure we would still get the mails. And I have, like Ritik told us just now while talking to him, I have moved most of the mails that I received from Flywheels to primary inbox. So I'm sure I'll get the notifications now on time.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
So Rishabh, you can look at the feed of Sales Handy. An hour ago, Rajni Sharma opened Sage 1 email, Shahrukh Osmani opened. So it gives us some level of insight, not very accurate. I'm sure they are also refining their algorithm. But here you can see that there's some kind of live feed which is coming in.
Right.
Okay, we'll take this away. This is definitely something worth answering. We have a panel of experts also who work with us. We'll pose it to them, share it out, and we'll try to come back with a response. Everybody on this group, we will share the response with you guys.
Yeah. Har Pratap, I have a few questions from these slides. So my first question is that, like you were telling that we can first send emails to our family, friends, and fools. So is there can we use do it like we can create our own IDs, Google IDs, and then we can send to them. So how Google reacts to it?
You can do that. We also do that.
Okay.
In a lot of cases, so मेरे 5 email ID चलते हैं, हरप्रताप के 5 email ID चलते हैं. We have done all that. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay.
And like my second question is that is it like good to use first name in the subject? Like I will use hi Ritik,
Yes,
comma.
definitely. Correct. Yes, definitely. And your email tool will actually allow for that. So if you look at this feature, name personalization, I had this as a must have.
Yeah.
So if you're reaching out to startups, then you should just use the first name. If you're reaching out to large enterprises and very senior level people there, then you can use sir, or you can have a Mr. or a Mrs. along with the name.
Okay. So on the subject line.
In the subject line also you can add. That's also an interesting practice. A lot of people do that. Make subject line. So actually Sales Handy allows personalization in the subject line also. So that's another cool feature that they have. Apart from that, in the mail body, definitely you should personalize. Never send a dear sir or a dear ma'am. उसमें आपके टूल में होता है फर्स्ट नेम आप ऐड कर सकते हो एंड ऑलवेज टेस्ट इट, क्योंकि उसमें कितनी बार होता है, हमने भी वैसे गलती की है, फर्स्ट नेम लिख के ही भेज दिया, उसमें आपको ब्रैकेट डाल के क्या करना होता है, यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट द नेम गेट्स पिक्ड अप. तो क्लाइंट के पास मेल क्या गया, डियर फर्स्ट नेम, आई होप यू आर डूइंग वेल, और क्लाइंट ने रिप्लाई में गाली दिया कि माय नेम इज नॉट फर्स्ट नेम. So you should be a little careful there.
Yeah.
But yes, personalization is needed.
Okay. And let's say I was 2 years ago, I was trying like one subject name. So my director was in Mumbai and he was in Gurgaon. So I used his email ID to send emails to prospects. So like I used a subject line that hi, first name, comma, I'm in Gurgaon. Can we meet over coffee?
Interesting. Reply aaya hoga, I'm sure.
Yeah, so it was very interesting to see because I sent around 25 or 30 emails and around 15-16 people replied. And I was able to book around 6-7 meetings out of it. Great. So do you think that this kind of like to people like, hi, I'm here, so can we meet, quick catch up? So
definitely.
This kind
of in your case it worked, right? So there's no bigger proof than that. And इसका कोई correct formula नहीं होता, which means that I am nobody to say that this method is wrong because it has worked. So you have to keep trying different things and figure out what tonality of emails is working, what kind of subject lines are working, and then stick to that. कुछ दिन चला, जब तक चला ठीक है, जैसे ही चलना बंद किया, then you switch and then make something else.
Okay, so like I wanted to ask something like के अगर कि इस तरह के ईमेल्स की कॉफी पर मिले या कुछ ऐसे लेट्स कैच अप, ये जैसे अब कोई रिलायंस कंपनी है, उसके कोई सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है या कुछ इस तरह से कि करना चाहिए, वो ठीक रहता है?
Yeah, you can try, to be honest. I very recently we did campaigns where we got replies from sales head and from a sales head at Adani. Then we got a reply from an HR head from Max Life Insurance. And obviously, if you're reaching out to very senior people, you have to be a little polite. You can't say a very cool email. You can't say, hey guys, we are doing this. You may have to address them as sir or ma'am. You'll have to make sure that all that professional etiquette is maintained. But then the question is, how do you make them open that email? You have to send something interesting, looking at which they will open that email, and just make sure that you're polite and you give the adequate respect that is required.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? I think we have still a couple of minutes more for 1 or 2 questions if people have.
Hello.
Yes. Is that Kanu?
Sir,
hi.
Yes. Hello, sir. Actually, my question is to you. How to find is a personal B2B email?
Sorry, how to find a person's email ID?
Yes, sir. B2B email ID.
So if you remember in one of the slides, I'll just quickly share my screen and show you that. There are You can use different tools such as Apollo.io. You can use Lusha. They have all got different pricing models. Apollo is something that we use a lot for email IDs. Lusha is something that we use for phone numbers. Then you can इसमें होता क्या है, you can just type in that person's LinkedIn profile and their email ID will get extracted and shown to you. I hope that answers your question.
Yes,
You can take this name down, Apollo.io.
okay. Actually, sir, my second question is that it's different for the today's curriculum. It's okay.
Sorry?
I asked or not. It's my question is different to today's curriculum.
What you can do is probably you can send it separately to us. You already have Dipanshu's email ID. You can send it to him, and then we'll take it up.
Also, I just put the link to the community group. You can join that and ask questions there. This one, although this session is only for lead generation, we'll stick here, but any other sales related, hiring related questions, you can come join the WhatsApp group. I've put the link on the WhatsApp on the chat. I'm just putting it again. Anybody can just join here. It's a good place to interact and do for continuous learning.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Cool. Are there any other questions, guys? If not, we're really grateful that all of you have joined. Please join the WhatsApp group that we have put into the chat. There is a community feature there where you can interact with other peers. More sessions coming up. There are new, more sessions being designed by Ritvik and other coaches as well. We will, bring you in. Just to just highlight again that this program is being sponsored by UNICEF and Yuva. It's exclusively for people who have, and it's only by invite. It is not for everyone. My request is please don't share the WhatsApp group outside of this community. It is meant for professionals. It is only meant exclusively for you. So let's make sure we maintain professionalism on that group. Ritvik, anything on closing side?
That's it. Thank you everybody for turning up. There's a feedback form which has also been sent in the chat. In the chat window, we'll also send it over on email and WhatsApp. Request you to just fill it up. It's very important to know how valuable people are finding these sessions, and that will help us in the right direction to plan more such workshops for you. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ritik.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Arun.
Thank you.